So now let me configure my IO-Link device. There are different methods. First, I'll open Ethernet device configuration software, and it would detect the devices that are connected to my Ethernet card. So right now, as you can see, it shows IO-Link over here, IFM IO-Link. I can assign the IP from here. Let me assign it to 192.168.0. These three are the subnets, and last one is node. Let me define it as 2, and subnet mask is same. So if I'm using multiple devices, I have to change the last node address. I click OK. I'll set the device name as well, AL100. Okay, all seems good. So if I search again, it would detect this IP automatically. Now I can open LR device software, which is used to configure our IO-Link devices. It is opening up localhost, or I can use search bar as well, LR device, like that. And if I click over here, it would automatically open up in my browser. So I'll click, I have different options. Oops, it has opened again. Okay, so I can automatically read from device from over here. It would detect the IO-Link devices that are connected to my laptop. Since I had already assigned the IP address and name from over there, it is automatically detecting that IP. I'll click on the device. And now it shows all the details over here. I'm right now in all mode. It shows AL1100 IP addresses as well, firmware version, right? I have different ports available. Right now all other ports are disabled because I haven't connected anything to that. If I have to enable that port, I'll click enable, and I'll use, for example, IO-Link. I'll use write to device, and you would see over here that the second port light turns on. So I can keep it disabled since I'm not using it. What I'm using right now is port 1, that is enabled. Configured is IO-Link because my distress sensor is IO-Link compatible, right? So here's my sensor, O5D150. If you don't have that, you can just go to search and select your attached sensor. So if I go to O5D150, here's that sensor. Or we can further download the IODD file as well, which is provided at IFM website. Similarly, you can download the LR device software from IFM website. Now if I have to observe my sensor readings, I'll go to cockpit, and if I pick this sensor up like that, so it shows over here 5943, both in my LR device and in my software as well. You can see from over here. So you can observe the sensor values from this LR device software as well. Since now it's out of range, so it would display the yellow mark like that.